So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. And if it did just... has a go! That is decidedly lacking.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Lampard gathers from the goal kick. Foot in. And reclaimed it in a trice. Oh, what has happened here? Mbappe! It's off target and by quite a way.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed.
Real chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Now it's Lampard. De Ligt. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. Could be danger here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Good read, needed to be. Rodri has been caught there. It's a foul. It's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking...
And a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And here's a player who has defined a generation. Now it's Torres. Now it's Romario. Romario. There's the shot! And here's Romario, and Romario! Oh, that was no routine save.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Fernando Torres, clearly the target here.
Well, he is someone you can count on to get his head to it, one way or another, Peter.
Backward it goes. Passes short and sharp. Passing nice and neat. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He is through here. Foden, he's having a go. Well, nothing to report in terms of goals, but it's not for the want of trying.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Koundé, Lampard. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Ah, look, his thinking was more audacious than his attempt.
Koundé. And here's Ribéry. Good running, strong and... Ribéry! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Van Dijk cuts it out. And here's Romario. And he's had it nicked away. Mbappe. And Caicedo. And here's Messi. Messi.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. De Ligt. Driving forward. Mbappe. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, perfectly measured that. Musiala! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Musiala has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. Some good work on the right flank here. Half-time getting close now. Now it's Romario. Can he get onto this? Caicedo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe is onto it in a flash. Foden. He might be in here! That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Lampard hurtling down that right flank. In with the challenge. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Musiala. Ribery was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Bruno Fernandes, and he's surging through. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Fernando Torres. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's been caught napping! And that's really well manoeuvred. Nicked it back promptly. Well, that's well seen too. And here's Torres. Messi. And through to the goalkeeper. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Foden.
The attendance
Almost
for
an
this
hour
match
gone.
was 51,832.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Mbappe. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Great hit! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. And it's Lampard. Liverpool couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Now it's Foden. Van Dijk has a look and plays it forward. And here's Romario. Fernando Torres. Now that... Can he put it away? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Musiala certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Musiala fiddles it through, and that could set him on his way. Rodri gets across to intercept that. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And Romario! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Romario deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Messi. Foden. Foden goes hurtling down that left-hand side.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh no, this does not look good. He's picked his way through. He's got the shot away! Yes, it's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
After 80 minutes.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0. And here's Ribery. Rodri with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Liverpool still ahead by the game's only goal. A slightly better ball come there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
5 minutes left on the clock. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Shot at goal! He has done it! Two to the good! They have breathing space! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see the more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Minute has been indicated.
Koundé.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
4 added minutes on the board. Belts one. Time and again they are repelled. And he welcomes it in. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's had a hit! And that is the last effort of the game. Liverpool are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Romario taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
That is a superb win. This is one of those games where the result justifies whatever means. Just look at the players celebrating with the fans, everyone pumped. Takes me back.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. The fullback is in acres of space here. But great hit! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that defence is perplexed by the fact they've allowed him the space.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Oh, the tries a shot! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. And we have our very first corner. Chance! He's got a goal! 2-0 and in next to no time. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Oh, it's played into the air. Up he goes! A corner it is then. And now a sudden chance to counter. That looks a good ball through. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. And it's played forward. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no joy this time.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Can he finish? And it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been the outstanding player on the pitch and devastating in front of goal. What a display, what a player.
Madrid find a position of real strength now.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Nice sequence of passes this. Big chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Just eases him off. This time, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And that was very necessary. Musiala. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. Can it? It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, to his credit, he managed to ghost into space to finish things off, but the failure to spot him was ghastly defence.
So is this the start of a comeback? Bellingham. He's found some space. Messi. Oh, shooting chance! And for sure, that was not one of his best.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Bellingham. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Messi. Koundé. De Ligt. It's Van Dijk. Messi. And it's Romario.
That's good play from him.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for the run. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Mbappe gets his head to it, and a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Musiala. Liverpool are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Oh, good ball. It's a really well-measured ball. Mbappe! And he has kept it out somehow.
Mbappe actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Neymar. Mbappe! Can he finish? Sticks it away! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Madrid grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Looking for options for movement.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Musiala. Rodri. João Cancelo. Valverde gets over and intercepts. Davis. It's Bellingham. And it's Messi. Over to the left. And he's picked out the run. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. And there's the end of the first half. Here we go again.
Well, I'm sure the managers talk the talk, and now it's time for these players to walk the walk and deliver a rousing response to a rousing team talk.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Neymar. Yamal. Now it's Messi. Koundé makes the interception. Quality ball. Torres is hiring after that one. Valverde. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Gets a good foot in there. Short changes him with that pass. Akanji. Now it's Mbappe. Yamal. Oh, super find. And the finish! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. And as you can see, we've already started here. Now it's Saka. Oh, no joy this time.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Havertz. Now it's Rice. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And here's Jota. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, the very solid Thomas Partey is someone who ticks all the boxes for a top-quality deep-line midfielder. For me, he's a destroyer.
Real chance!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Diogo Jota.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
McAllister stood up well to him there. Now it's Saka. Ødegaard. Partey. Passing nice and neat. Martinelli. Hits one! Still goalless at the moment. Jota. Diaz.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now White. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. McAllister. McAllister is fouled. And here's Mohamed Salah. Alexander-Arnold pinches it off him. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Great chance here from position A1.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
He's gone for it! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Havertz proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
It's out for a goal kick. Partey picks it up from the goal kick. Robertson. Here's Diogo Jota. Partey. Mohamed Salah. Szoboszlai. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Diaz gets into some space. And that is expertly dealt with. Rice.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now Ødegaard. White. Ødegaard. Oh no, that was never going to make it. And it's played forward. Distributed tidily.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
And here's Diaz. McAllister. He's got the shot away! Diaz! The ball has bounced loose now. That'll be a throw. Alexander-Arnold. And here's Mohamed Salah. And he's made sure that's not getting through. There's the shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Saka. 5 minutes till the break.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
McAllister. Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold has it in a wide position. Saka. Ødegaard. And claimed it back swiftly. It's Saka. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
He's got away. And it's half-time here. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless.
Which way will things go in the second
So
half?
they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And the action is back on the way. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Van Dijk. Now it's Martinelli. Hammer. Great hit! And it's come back out to him. And it's a goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Arsenal have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Diaz. McAllister. Now it's Diaz. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that has put paid to that. Havertz is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Robertson.
That's what has to be done now, no question about it.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Havertz showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Ødegaard. Oh, that was vital. McAllister. He's chosen to go back.
Well, he just didn't have any support.
Arsenal looking to pass their way through. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Oh, that's a key interception. McAllister. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period, and the score is 1-0.
Substitutions taking place.
Arsenal can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Van Dijk. And he's got the beating of his man. Saka. Decent hit! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
I thought he did so well to exploit the space that was afforded to him then. Deserved more.
Arsenal still have the cards to affect this game. Some really good ball movement. Elliott. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And here's Trossard. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Saliba cuts it out. Gabriel Jesus is onto it in a flash. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he was alert to it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Diving header! And he hits the net. There seemed no way back, but they are level. Oh, super header, wonderfully acrobatic.
Well, he had a choice to make. He could have gone with his foot, but he got it absolutely right with that diving header. Brilliant.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, the big question now is whether they can keep the energy levels up and try and grab a winner.
Now it's Trossard. Odegaard. Now it's Gabriel Jesus. Rice. Gabriel with a definite foul there. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Partey. Trossard. He's through here. Saka. Saka! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
And that was very necessary. Gabriel.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
We are into stoppage time. Trossard. That is great defending, so alert. White. And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We have already started here. Martinelli. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Chouameni is there, and he can get that clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such...
And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Rice is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Tries to get it clear. And that's a good ball. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. To get them off and running. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois! He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has been cleared. Oh, that's a fine interception. There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! First blood drawn. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated.
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker.
Just the goalkeeper to beat. Great hit! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Arsenal were again presented with an opportunity to break and looked very threatening.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Rudiger. Arsenal are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Bellingham. Mbappe. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Saka.
That was lovely, that.
He has found the way through. Real chance! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Saka clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Corner number 4 coming up here. Chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Martinelli. Rice. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Partey concedes a free kick for that. Chouameni. Mbappe. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's through here. Chouameni spots it and intercepts. Trossard takes control of it and he's on the move. Always onto this. Madrid applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two.
Can he finish? He's got a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Mbappe demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with
He's had a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Mendy. Vinicius Junior. He won't be happy with that one. Trossard. That is good alertness. Martinelli! He scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
Arsenal go into the lead. Camavinga. Trossard. Now it's Saka. He tries a shot! That's another chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
Really got in the face of his opponent to set it up.
There will be
It's great
3
grafting.
minutes added time.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Mbappe. Now it's Lucas Vazquez. Carvajal. He's picked his way through. Lucas Vazquez. Now it's Bellingham. Mbappe. Mbappe! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing, and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Arsenal have ultimately had the better of things in the first half, ahead by the odd goal in 3. It is, of course, far from 1. Both managers in pensive mood as they head down the tunnel. It is 2-1 here at half-time. Hits one! Lucas Vazquez. It's Bellingham. Camavinga. Carvajal. Camavinga. That's a nicely measured pass. Mbappe. Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Has a look and plays it forward. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Vinicius Junior. Camavinga. Mbappe. Oh, shooting chance! And he hits the net. What remarkable powers of recovery.
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Was 60,332.
So all square and not for the first time.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Partey for Rice. Martinelli providing an outlet on that flank. Now then, the ball's come loose. Bellingham. Mbappe. Lucas Vazquez. Rice. Now it's Martinelli. He's had a hit! Decent enough try.
It's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Carvajal. It's Bellingham. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Mbappe. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Mbappe. White. Saliba. And that has left him in a heap. Well, that's an excellent interception. Partey. Trossard, who does have an assist to his name. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Oh, they could be caught out here. And he was alert to it. Tchouaméni. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham. Now Mbappe. White gets over and intercepts. He might be... Mbappe! In he goes again. Really well taken goal. And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Madrid get themselves into the lead.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Goulet. Arsenal have got it back and they'll have another go. Trossard.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Tchouaméni. More and more pressure on the ball here. Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Trossard. Oh, good take, big chance! Tchouaméni. Camavinga.
Arsenal need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Mendy.
2 added minutes has been
And
indicated.
the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Trossard. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Nice interception, well timed. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Well, this really is the place to be, Wembley Stadium. Wembley Stadium connected by EE, as it's officially known, the home, the symbol of English pride, prestige and passion. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. It was all about the quality. Now the finish! So, what can they make of this? Some front-footed pressing going on here. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden? Described as so good and fundamental to his team, and some of the best brains in football have said that. He deserves it. He's got to be one of the most exciting players of his generation. What a talent.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Gehi gets a foot in here. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide. Referee's given a throw. And here's Kane. De Bruyne. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes.
Oh, terrible pass. Goalkeeper's ball. Oh, and he's through the middle. And it's Kane. Comes under pressure and it's come loose. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Kane, surely...
Haaland! A real chance and a real let-off.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Well, he's hit it long, but astray. De Bruyne. And here's Haaland. He's got plenty of space out wide here. He's got the shot away! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rice. So we're still where we started right now. And it's Kane. Great defending, strong and determined. Haaland. Bernardo Silva.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
And he cuts out the supply. Rice. Akanji spots it and intercepts. And it's Stones. Very nicely done. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Nico Gonzalez. Lovely bit of skill. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. That is good alertness. Well-timed, excellent interception. Bellingham.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
The fullback is in acres of space here. He's shifting through the gears here. De Bruyne. Nico Gonzalez. Stones has given away a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Ake. He's had it taken off him. Great ball if he can get there. Kane. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Rodri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Gonzalez. Stones kept aware, and oh, that is asking for trouble. Now it's De Bruyne. Has a go! And he's done it!
Look, there are always tactical adjustments for any coach to make at half-time, but when your star man gives you a critical lead just before the break, everyone will be paying extra attention. It really is the ideal tonic. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Haaland. Nico Gonzalez.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Kane. And the half-time whistle goes. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal. And that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Stones. Here's Nico Gonzalez. Foden. Palmer. And that's another good win of the ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
It's a mighty effort! It's a goal! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
And there's green grass ahead of him. There's the shot! They've done it! Back within 1! They have them in their sights again! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
England get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they probably needed an early goal in this half just to give them the confidence and belief to push on and look for an equaliser. England are definitely going about this the right way.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
He's picked his way through. Bellingham. Palmer. Pass somewhat off target. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Haaland. He's in! Short! Great hit! Goal! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, the finish looked a guarantee once he was found all alone, and it's criminal defending.
So the lead now is 2.
Look, this position ought to convince them to increase their lead. I think they should be really positive about this now, Peter.
Bellingham was steaming forward. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, important interception. Foden. Gehi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bernardo Silva. It's a loose ball.
That's great defending to cover for the goalkeeper and just...
He's had a hit! It's run loose, and it's come back out to him. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Oh, smashing header! And that would have won it.
Ruben Dias is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Palmer. Palmer. Bellingham. Now who's going to be first to this? Driving forward. Oh, good ball. De Bruyne. Nico Gonzalez.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Bellingham. Now it's Foden. He's got away. Bellingham. Now it's Saka. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Haaland. And he's there to clear it. Kane looking understandably energised after his goal. Nico Gonzalez. The final 5 minutes. Foden showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nico Gonzalez. No, that's been intercepted. Bernardo Silva. And it's Stones. It's run loose here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Couldn't squeeze it through. And it's De Bruyne. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry.